Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, Selling with Corey, where we do these sit down chit chat videos. I let you know how my print on demand stores are doing. You give me advice on what I can do to make things better. And ladies and gentlemen, we have hit the 1 year mark for my print on demand journey. So I do have the feeling this video is going to be a two-parter video just because I don't want it to go on too long, talking about the expenses that happened the first year doing print on demand. But first part of the video is going to basically be talking about the Etsy expenses, because Etsy has a lot more expenses, has a lot more fees going on, is a lot more in depth. And like I said, I do feel like we're probably going to end up making this a two-parter. But without further ado, let's go ahead and let's get right into it. Okay, so for screen sharing this time, we're gonna have to do things a little bit differently because as you can see on my lovely little spreadsheet, I have a lot of information. Unfortunately, if I make this full screen, it is going to block half of the information that I'm trying to show you. So if it's coming up a little bit smaller, I apologize. I'm just trying to get as much of it in frame as I can at this point to be able to show it to you. So let's go ahead and let's break it down. As you can see, I have literally broken down everything when it comes to my first year of expenses. When it comes to Etsy, I started Etsy in June 2021, and obviously things are going to start off small and hopefully they're going to get better. But let's start to take a look at my progression. So if you have seen my video on my expenses getting started with print on demand, then you already know some of these expenses. I had 13 designs that I purchased from Fiverr. That was $40. I purchased $20 worth of holiday designs. They weren't all holiday designs. I did also have to buy a license from a person from Etsy in order to put it on print on demand shirts. So I did $20 of that. For the first year, and this one kind of hurts my heart a little bit, but for the first year on Printful Wallet, I did all of the calculations for you, and I have spent $506.86. Now, when you look at it all at the end of the year, it does seem like a lot, but considering the fact that it happened little by little throughout the year, it really doesn't seem like as much. As I told you before, I use the Printful Wallet to toss money in at it every once in a while just to be able, like if somebody orders a physical item, it's there and it's not constantly pulling it out of my bank account or out of my credit card. I have since backed off keeping money in my Printful Wallet only because of the fact that I'm not selling physical items as much anymore. But I was on a regular basis keeping up with going ahead and keeping money in that. So yes, when you look at it this way, it does look very expensive, but quite honestly, throughout the year, you don't really notice it as much because you just kind of randomly throw money in there. So in Etsy ads for the first year, I did the calculations for this as well. But Etsy ads for the first year was $175.49, which same concept, because we're looking at it at a year point of view, it seems like a lot, but when you're paying it out little by little monthly, it really doesn't seem like much at the time. So for the first year, I have had 61 sales on Etsy. I do believe that is off by one, only because of the fact that I did make a sale in July since doing this, and I didn't think about that until after I had already put the numbers up. So I do believe that is off by like one or two, but still, I feel like 60 sales in the first year is really good. Now, mind you, this is a combination of physical items and digital items. So it's not just the physical items, but 61 sales, I feel like it's pretty good. Out of those 61 sales, let's break it down. 7 orders came from Printful. So that's not bad. Obviously, I am selling a lot more digital items nowadays, but 7 orders of those came from Printful, which means those were physical items. So the order cost that I paid to Printful was $231.10 from that. And then For what was sold on Etsy, I got $318.39, which means of the physical items, I did make a profit of $87.29. So all in all, I feel like that's not that bad. Then obviously we have our Canva expenses, which is new from my 6-month expense video. If you watch that back at the beginning of the year, the Canva expense is new because I started paying monthly Canva Pro in February. Now the monthly Canva Pro is $15 a month. So multiply that by 5, $75 is what I've paid for Canva in the last 5 months since I started using the Pro version in order to sell my digital designs. And then I have literally broken down every single month in the first year. So you can kind of see the months like October, November, December, and January are months I sold nothing, like literally nothing. June was when I first started everything. I do feel like the sales that I made in June was mainly me and a family member because of the fact that I had just opened it up and they were super excited to support me. So they bought a couple of shirts in June. They are also part of those sales that happened in August. I believe in August, I only sold to maybe 2 people that weren't family members. And then a family member did a big purchase in August. You can also see where I started advertising in July. And then you see there's like certain months where I stopped advertising at some point because I wasn't selling anything and I felt like it was a waste of money. So like October of 2021, I stopped advertising because I did break down how much I was paying in ads every month as well. And then you can see in November, I didn't really advertise too much either. So it's really nice to kind of see everything broken down and going month by month by month on how everything looks and kind of seeing where things stopped and where things started. So like I said, in June, you can see I bought something for my own shop. I had a family member buy something, and then I think I sold 1 shirt that wasn't a family member. And then you can see in July, nothing. August, a big sale because that was when all my fall designs came out. And that family member was very interested in those. Then you can see in September, a sale. And I do believe I sold like a sweatshirt, and that was pretty much it in September. Then October, November, December, and January, I sold zip, nada, zilch. Now, February was when I started selling digital products. And as you can see, I sold 1 digital product. At that point, I was selling them for $1 just to kind of get it out there, see how it was going to work. So I sold 1 digital product in February. And then as you can see in March, I sold like 7. So that was around the time I really started getting serious about seeing like how digital sales would work, how selling them would work, looking into selling them more. And as you can see after that, like February, March, and then April, I did have an actual physical item sell. But like you can see my sales are literally just going up from there. And then you've got May down here, sales are still going up. June, sales are still doing really good. So I do feel like digital products are kind of the way to go. A lot of people nowadays would rather like use their Cricut or put it on transfer paper and put it on the product they want to put it on themselves versus paying the extra money to have somebody do it for them. Because when you think about it, when you have the print on demand services, like I'm paying Printful $9 for a shirt if we do the Gildan ones. So if we do like the Gildan ones, I'm paying Printful $9 for a shirt plus $4 shipping and handling. So you're looking at $13 just to pay to them. Then I've got to make something on top of that. So if I sell the shirt for, let's say, $19, the customer would probably rather just spend the $2, $3 even on a digital design and then put it on a shirt themselves that they can probably buy for like $5 at like a craft store. And then at that point, a $20 shirt that they may or may not have to pay shipping and handling on depending on the shop. But a $20 shirt they can then make at that point for like $8. So I do kind of feel like that's the way things are going. Things are just kind of going towards the digital realm when it comes to things, because a lot of people are finding out that it's not that bad for them to do it themselves. So as you can see, after February, like my sales just start to increase. Now June, obviously I was completely hands off in June so that I could get some more designs created. So there is a small dip from May to June in sales. And now that I am back to posting stuff on a regular basis, we'll kind of see how July goes. So I do think this is going to be a two-parter. So today, obviously, we're doing part 1, talking about Etsy. And then next time, as a little sneak peek, we're going to be talking about my Merch by Amazon or Merch on Demand expenses. So I hope you enjoyed that video. Make sure that you stick around to see part 2, where I go ahead and talk about Merch by Amazon / Merch on Demand. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Hit that subscribe button so that you can see part 2, see what my first year expenses with Merch by Amazon looked like, and leave me a comment down below letting me know your thoughts on my first year expenses. Like, is that outrageous? Is that normal? I don't think I've ever done a full year on Etsy, even in the past. So I'm not quite sure if this is normal, lowballing, or what. So let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.